Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. This is actually going to be the Q&A. You guys asked some amazing questions and I either replied to you on the comment section, in the comment section, or I'm going to reply via this video. If I don't get to your question, don't worry, there's going to be many more Q&As on the way. Let's get into it. I'm going to try to keep this video quite short. There were two main questions. Do you get lonely? And let's talk about finances. So we're gonna save those till the end. Let's get through all of the other questions and then we'll talk about those two main questions. You guys are awesome with your questions. This is so funny. All right, does my ex-girlfriend watch my videos? Why did me and my ex-girlfriend break up? And do I want a girlfriend? So I text my ex-girlfriend, we're actually friends still, and she says she does watch my videos. Why did we break up? Simple, we kind of hit a crossroads where she wanted a certain life and I wanted a certain life and it just didn't match up, so we broke up. And do I want a girlfriend? I do. I do want a girlfriend, but I want a girlfriend that wants to do this exact thing, you know, be on YouTube and do YouTube videos with me and travel and all of that. So there's that question. Who do you watch on YouTube? I actually don't watch too many YouTubers right now because I'm obviously trying to create my own YouTube videos, and I don't watch a lot of RV channels just because I want to be original, and I know if I watched them I would kind of copy or create what they're creating, so I just want to be very creative myself. One YouTuber that I watched when I was getting into the RV market was Gone with the Wynns, and I'll put their name in the description below. And then once I got into the RV market and I started YouTube, I watched Peter Mckinnon. Peter Mckinnon is great with the camera angles, teaches you how to kind of create videos. And so that's how I self-taught myself to do this. How do you hang things up on your wall? They're called command strips. They're like 10 times better than Velcro, and they come off the wall, they don't rip anything. So I'll put that in the description as well as the best product ever. Am I going to get a pet? Oh, I would love a pet, I would love a dog, but this is such a small space for a dog, and when I start working again, I'm gonna be working 14-hour days. It's too long to be in an RV. So I was thinking about a cat or a bunny rabbit. But bunnies need a certain temperature, so I don't know if the bunny idea is a good idea. I think that I might go with a cat. So that'll be in one of the future videos. Don't tell my mom. My mom's already watching. Mom, I'm sorry, but I'm buying a cat. Oh, good question. What other RV would you like to buy? If you didn't have a truck camper, what other RV were you interested in or are still interested in? Class B, a van camper. Love it. Mobility, simplicity. I always think to myself, maybe I should have went with a van camper, but grass is always greener on the other side. I'm not saying I don't like the truck camper, but it's just like, you know, you experience one thing, now I want to go buy a van, right? Propane. I go through, in the wintertime, about 2 30-pound propane tanks, 2-3 weeks, and I run my fridge off propane constantly. It sips propane, and so I run it off propane all the time. Moisture and dehumidifier. So I have a Noma 35 pint dehumidifier that I bought at Canadian Tire. I wouldn't really recommend it. It's very heavy. I would buy a smaller dehumidifier, but it does a great job. And I also have a fantastic fan above my bed. And so when I'm cooking things that steam up quite a bit, I'll turn that fantastic fan out and get that condensation out of my RV. But moisture is definitely a problem that I'm constantly battling. So I try to run my dehumidifier and my generator as much as possible. Would I buy a truck camper with a slide again? No, I would not, because I don't really use it that much. With that being said though, I do have it, and so when I use it, it's really nice. It opens up this area. It really does open up this area. So if I have guests over, it's just a really nice feature to have. You know, we can all sit comfortably here and have a couple drinks or some food or dinner or whatever. Is it colder because does the slide like have holes in it and whatnot? When it's out, I don't notice anything. It just takes longer to heat up because there's more square footage. And when it's enclosed, when it's closed up, it's sealed so tight that there's absolutely no holes. So it's very well insulated. What was the turning point when I sold my house? Why did I sell my house? Well, like I said in that other video, that I just felt stuck. And it was almost like I experienced it, and now I was ready for something else. And that all happened. I thought that would take a while to happen, you know, 5 years, but it happened in a year. And so for me, it's kind of like, well, why would you waste your time? You did it, you know that it was a great time, but now I'm ready to move on. Why hold on to that and kind of be unhappy with holding on to that? So I just knew that it was time for change, and that's when I got into the RV lifestyle. Am I worried about theft? No, it would be very hard to steal this truck camper. You know, there is a way, but you'd have to lift it up, put it on your truck, tie it down, and then you're driving down the road with a massive Arctic Fox camper on, and it's pretty easy to spot. But if somebody did, I do have insurance that would actually cover me and replace the camper altogether. And so insurance is your best friend when it comes to that sort of thing. We had a couple drone questions. See this? This is rice. So my drone got soaked in that video I did on Mystic Beach with my buddy. Got absolutely soaked, and it's not working right now. But the question basically was, how do you fly it when it's just you and you get those shots of your truck moving? And how far does it go? It goes about 2 kilometers, and then it'll come back to you. And this controller, basically when I'm driving down a road, I don't do it very often, I just love that shot. But it's not like it's distracted driving. I just get it up in the air above the tree line, and then I just simply push to go forward, and I kind of know how fast the drone goes, so I kind of know where it is up in the sky, and I just look straight ahead and then pull over at the next stop and then see if I got the footage, or do it again and again. If I'm on an old dirt road where there's nobody around, then yeah, you know, I'll fly it and drive at the same time. I know it's distracted driving. How does my family feel about me living in an RV? I think a lot of families are like my family. When you do something that's out of the norm, people are a little bit hesitant, like, oh, should you be doing that? I don't think you should be doing that. And then once you do it, and once they see that you're happy, then they're happy for you. And so I'm actually gonna do a full video. I wanna get my mom out here and we'll talk about that, because I think for a lot of the younger crowd that watches my videos, it'll be good to hear. You know, we definitely went through some struggles with certain life decisions, and I think that it'd be a great full video to make. Do I feel safe at night? When I first started RVing, I hated boondocking. I just felt very unsafe, very uneasy about it. And then the more you do it, the more you are comfortable. And I actually am at a point that all the things that I used to hate, I absolutely love finding like a new boondocking spot every single night. And so I no longer feel unsafe. I do, just honestly, I do have bear spray if I feel like an unsafe area. And I bought that shotgun, not for safety really at all. I just bought it for target practice, and shooting guns at the range sounds cool in some movies. But I'm not gonna lie, it feels better when I'm way back in the woods to have a 12 gauge shotgun. That's just me. Maybe that's just me. How sturdy is my truck camper? My truck camper, when it's on its jacks like it is right now, you lower it way down, because if it's way up high, it's very wobbly. You lower it way down, and this main area where my kitchen is at, very, very solid. You know, it moves a bit, but very solid. Once you get up to my bed, because there's no jacks up there, it sways back and forth quite a bit. What I didn't know, and what I learned, is when this camper's on my truck, it's way more stable than it is on its jacks right now. So, and another thing, the center of gravity is right here. So when I first jumped in truck campers, I thought if I lay on that bed, it's just gonna tip over. It actually doesn't do that, because the center of gravity is right in the middle of the camper. You could have a lot of weight on that bed before it started to tip over. That might actually even be a video that I would do. See how much of an angle it can be at before it starts to lift off and starts to tip over. You know, put like a jack underneath or whatever. Maybe that's a new video in the future. Putting yourself out there online, how does that feel? When I first started to do it, it was very tough, because I was nervous of judgment, you know, especially from family and friends, people who know you. And the more you do it, just like anything in life, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get at doing it. And what YouTube's taught me is to just be more confident in myself. And it's okay when things aren't perfect. You know, it's okay when we film and my hair's all messy. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to show your vulnerable side. And I think that's an amazing thing that YouTube has taught me. Can you fit 2 people in this truck camper? Easily. Easily 2 people. I saw a YouTube channel a long time ago of a full family, 4, living in a truck camper. So yes, absolutely. Am I going to be moving back to a house anytime soon? Not at all. This is what the plan is. And this is going to happen, I just don't know when. But it's all going to happen, and I can't wait to bring you guys along. I'm gonna do this for a few years, travel North America, and then I really wanna buy a boat. And I'm gonna do a boat video within the next couple of days to show you kind of what boat I'm interested in and what I've learned about boats. I'm gonna buy a boat, and I think I'm gonna live on a boat for quite a while, like 5-10 years. After that, if I do not wanna live on a boat or be that mobile, what I really wanna do is buy a piece of land. I still wanna have something that's like maybe a Class B motorhome. Buy a piece of land and build an A-frame house on it with solar panels, a wood stove, propane for cooking. You know what I mean? Like just a very rustic, very country. I think that would be an amazing project, and I think it would be so cool to film that. So it'd be self-sustaining, you know, kind of off the grid. I love that idea. So that's the future plans for me and where I want to live. Making my bed. Yes, it's very tough. Very tough. The edges. There's not much room in there to make this bed. So what I do is I get this corner on. You can see it doesn't even go all the way down to the bottom. That corner on, and then pull it all the way front. I have a little bit more room up in the front. And then I just put my blankets on it, and it's good to go. My mom always gives me a hard time because my bed looks messy all the time. I just can't tuck it in on the sides. It's always gonna look messy, so. This is a really cool question. What was your favorite boondocking spot to wake up in the morning to? And for sure, Area 51. Area 51, hands down. And the reason for that, I woke up, they have a little campground behind the restaurant, the little alien restaurant. So I woke up, I went in for some breakfast, you know, some awesome breakfast, a little bit of coffee, and then I hit the road, and that road, I forget what road, what highway that is. It's a single lane highway, it's straight, driving through the desert. It was a warm day, rolled the window down, I had my coffee, listening to country music, just cruising. Like one of those, you know, living right in the moment types of experience. One of those types of experiences. You know what I'm saying. Plans to travel? Absolutely. When I make a little bit more cash, put a little money in the bank, I'm gonna be traveling. I wanna travel all through the US and all through Canada. So there's plenty of travel on the way for sure. That heat blanket that you guys commented about, yeah, that makes way more sense. Put it underneath because heat rises. You're right, a little heat goes a long way, especially when you lay on the whole entire blanket. I can feel the heat. So it's nice, it's 12 volt. It does drain quite a bit of power. Like if I ran it all night long, it does drain quite a bit of power. But if you just plug it in for an hour before bed, an hour when you wake up, I really like that purchase. And it is a 12 volt heated travel throw Arctic X. I paid 50 bucks for it. You can get them cheaper on Amazon. I would buy them on Amazon for like 29, 30 bucks. One thing that I thought I put in another video, but I looked back and it wasn't, was how did the warranty issues go? My awning, my cracked window down here, and my fridge. My fridge was covered. They said the regulator wasn't producing the right amount of propane pressure for elevation, so they fixed that, which is awesome. And then they didn't cover my awning, they didn't cover my window because they basically said, we can't prove that you didn't do that yourself. So it was a little bit frustrating, but I somewhat understand their point. Okay, so the two main questions that I got was, number one was do you feel lonely? No, I actually don't. I really enjoy being by myself. Just to give you a funny little example, when I was a kid, I think it's crazy, you may think it's crazy too, but when I was a kid, like I would play with friends and whatnot, but one of my favorite things to do in the whole entire world was like lock myself in my room and think about life. I just love thinking about life and planning my life. So I can keep myself pretty occupied. And but at the same time, you know, I like being alone. But then if someone calls and says, "Hey, do you want to hang out?" Absolutely, I'll go hang out with them for sure. I enjoy hanging out, and then of course my job is about people, you know, 14 hours a day, and so I can go both ways. But I have no problem being alone, and so yeah, that's that question. Finances, money. You guys were wondering a couple things. Financing this truck and camper, was it a problem? No, I didn't have a cosigner, but if a little bit of a problem with the camper, because the camper was above $50,000, and that's when banks are kind of like, oh, who is this guy kind of thing. So it was a little bit tougher to find a bank to finance this camper, but we ended up finding that. I did a video about the expense of owning this truck camper, so you know what I pay per month on the camper, but a lot of people were like, well, tell us what, you know, how much it costs to live in a truck camper, like your phone bill and all that. And the reason I didn't was because I wanted to give you guys a base, like a base of okay, I want to see how much the truck and camper costs. Like if I did that, zero down, how much that would be, then I can add my own bills onto that. That's the reason I didn't add my bills onto that. But if you guys want to know my bills, you know, like I'm probably right around $3,000 a month to $3,500 a month, depending on how much travel I do and how much gas I burn. That's a big thing. So if I'm just hanging around town, I'm probably $3,000 $3,000, $3,500 a month. So how do I pay for that? Now, like I said, I'm a tour bus driver in the summer, so I can easily pay for it, and I can put some money away as well. You know, tour bus drivers make some decent money, especially with tips, right? But in the winter, what I haven't really told you guys, and I think this is the answer that you guys wanted to know, is the reason that I'm not down in the US right now, and the reason that I didn't go to RTR, which I'm going to next winter, that sounds like a blast. The reason that I didn't do that is because I was running out of money, to be honest. I'm running out of money. And when I come back to Victoria or to Vancouver Island or somewhere that I'm available for work, meaning that if they called, I could go to work, that's when I can start unemployment. So yes, I can collect unemployment and EI, but I cannot collect it when I'm away from, when I'm out of Canada. And so yeah, basically I was running out of cash, and I had to kind of run back and get that EI going. And I'll be honest, the EI is not enough right now. So I put my name in for work, and hopefully I can start getting some odd pieces of work. And then once the summer picks up again, then I can, you know, make enough money, save up, and then hopefully, probably for sure, travel next winter down through the US and all of that. So I hope that cleared some things up with finances, because what didn't I explain? Like, what I remember when I was looking into the RV market, that's what I want. I was like, just talk about money, guys. Talk about money. I want to know if this is if I'm able to do this. Remember, this is all I own, right? So you know, $3,500 a month. I'm sure a lot of you guys are around that, or more, or maybe a little bit less. But this is very doable. You don't have to do it this way. You can get a much cheaper RV, But just so you know, like, to do it this way, you know, it's not crazy amounts of money. And then the reason for that is this is all I own. This is the life that I chose. So I'm just trying to think if there's any other money that I can talk about. So I think that's it for finances. If there's any other questions that you guys have, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll answer them via comment form. And then I'll do in a couple weeks another Q&A, because I really enjoyed doing this. I love the questions. It started to make me think and almost kind of get excited for the future, right? But lots of videos. I love making these videos. They're a lot of fun. Before I let you go on this video, I just want to talk about social media. I have social media now. I have Instagram. Don't know how it works. But I was thinking, you guys probably know this stuff better than I do. What platform should I get? What platform can I communicate more with you guys? Would you like me to get Instagram and post pictures of what I'm doing, or would you like me to get Twitter and tweet? I think Twitter's not really for me in this kind of setting, right? Twitter's not really for me. Throw it in the comment section if I'm wrong. What I think would be cool is Snapchat. Let me know what you think. What social platform, because Snapchat, then between my videos you can kind of see, you know, what I'm doing, and then like stuff that maybe isn't, like, I don't want to put in a video, just something small, I could Snapchat it, right? And that'd be funny. You could Snapchat me back. Yeah, okay, so just throw in some ideas for me, and I do have Instagram, so I'll post some pictures, and awesome. I hope that you guys keep living the dream. I hope that I answered some of your questions. Thank you so much for the questions. Have an awesome day, and bye-bye.